So every customer that we talk to, we ask this question, as a business owner, what do you really care about? Because Zoho is a very B2B company. So we always have solutions that helps them optimize their business process. So when we moved into the e-commerce, right, it was extremely difficult for customers in the Zoho platform to understand exactly how commerce can help their business, because most people are used to building their store. It takes them like up to 6 months using open source platforms called like Drupal or Magento, and they have developers building everything out for them, and they are only focused on their on running the business. So when Zoho Commerce as a product came out, it was like very difficult for people to grasp the concept of platform as a service. So that is why we came up with templates, and I'm sure you are aware of the competitors, and we are also similar to that. But being in the Zoho ecosystem, it really helps you to just keep your focus on growth, your customer and your revenue, and you really don't have to worry about anything other than that. Because if you look at the chart of focus, we have the growth in the middle, and then we have the operation layer. So operation is layer is where your focus needs to be, because that's where you're bringing in products. Once the order is placed, you're them up nicely and then sending it out to customers, getting customers to talk about you. So all of that takes place in the operational layer, and the technology layer is what that enables you to operate seamlessly, right? So that is where Zoho fits in. So Zoho is like the perfect technology layer. So we have solutions for everything you need to operate your business seamlessly and not worry about everything. And if you are a Zoho One customer, if all of the, I mean, Zoho Commerce is not a part of the Zoho One, but every other product like campaigns, inventory, books, paid sends, everything is part of one, and you have access to them, and you can actually see your business grow once all of these technologies come together and work as a team. So that is why Zoho Commerce is working, and we have like a lot of people adopting the product around the globe. So now I'm going to play the demo video, and if you have any questions, you don't have to wait till the Q&A section. You can always raise it during anytime during the session. So before we go into the portal and looking into the product, we are going to be looking at three things. One is getting started, designing your storefront, and the last is order processing. So we have templates. So the templates is basically like a pre-designed layout, but you will need to bring in your store name, your logos, banner images, or any other images you want on the website, as well as details about your product photos, description, specification, your shipping, payment cost. All of these you need to have them upfront, because it helps you to instantly set up your store. So before you start building your store, it is good to have all of these upfront developed and in an Excel sheet. So also, as you can see, we have one-click integration with a lot of providers. We also have Stripe along with this. So I will be sharing a link in the chat section with all the integrations Commerce provides. So now on to the demo.
In this demo, we are going to see how to use Zoho Commerce platform to build your very own e-commerce store. Zoho Commerce has all the technical elements needed to build a store. But as you can see in the screen, there are few elements that are very specific for your brand. So before you start building your store, you would require your very own logo, product images, product description, as well as any, if you require integration with shipping or payment providers, you will need account with those specific providers as well. Once we have established the prerequisites, we are going to go into the Zoho Commerce website to access the platform. So if you have already signed up, you will have the button Access Zoho Commerce. Otherwise, you will have to sign up for an account and then log into the platform. So once you get into the platform, you will see a button called Create New Store. So once we see the screen, yeah. So as you can see, clicking on Create New Store, it is going to take you to your store builder. So basically you will, it takes some time to load. Once this loads, it will take you to a screen where you're going to give the basic information about your store. Go ahead and enter all the details correctly, because the information related to country, states, currency cannot be changed later on. Once you have entered the detail, click choose template. All templates in Zoho Commerce are free. For the sake of the demo, I am going to choose the second template. So I'm just going to hover over the template I need and click on choose. So this might take some time to load. So this is the main dashboard. As you can see, the first two steps is already done. So you have given the store information and chosen a template. Now the next step is to add product. So we go and click on add product. So it takes us to the add product page where we give the various information about the product. So ideally we need to give the product name. So the product name will automatically generate the URL, and then we need to give the selling price. All of these three information is mandatory, and we enter the retail price as well as the SKU. Description is basically the small description that comes just below the price in most product pages. So we give like 2 or 3 lines, and then the product details is the detailed explanation where we need to go in depth about the product and explain about the various elements. So Zoho Commerce also allows you to give a specification. You can create specification tables and give even more information about the product using specification. So that is also possible using the Zoho Commerce product page. So also, as you can see, the product details can easily be formatted with all the features that is given. And you can also track inventory. So if you want to track inventory, you need to give that as checkbox. Otherwise, you can just remove it. And by giving a low stock limit, an email will be triggered as soon as your stock goes below your stock limit, basically a low stock limit. And you can give the various product identifiers. These are extremely helpful when you are trying to connect your store with various marketplaces or Google Shopping, etc. Also, you can just drag and drop images onto the images field. And if you're adding more than one image, all you need to do is drag and reposition. This will reorder the image on your product page. So add attributes. You can there are various kind of attributes you can add for your product, like different colors, dimensions, etc. So if you are going to add various color of the product, you can actually map them to the image. So if you choose red, a red color image can be chosen to pop up. So you can give that level of detailing with the help of Zoho Commerce product page. And also, as you can see, when you create more variants, you need to set different quantities as well as selling price for each of the variant. So it is all pretty straightforward, and you can actually set up your inventory seamlessly with the help of Zoho Commerce platform. All right, so once you have set all the details, you come to the SEO element. So I would highly recommend you add all of the details pertaining to SEO, because it really helps you rank better in organic search results. So go ahead and as in when you set products, ensure you enter all the SEO details. So this is the specification tab that I spoke about. We are not going to look into it now, but yeah, you can go ahead and hit save, and your first product is uploaded into the system. So now we are not going to publish our site at this point. We are going to go and set up shipping. So clicking on setup shipping, you are going to go into this particular page where you're going to first choose basically set up a shipping zone. So we are gonna ideally put in a title. It could be either domestic shipping, international shipping, or local. So whatever kind of a shipping you want to provide for those users, you're going to give that particular title. So if you're gonna do it domestic, so you're gonna do it for your particular country and choose all states. So if you click down on the, if you click on the small blue arrow, you have an option to choose all states. And you can also restrict shipping to specific zip codes. Zoho Commerce also lets you do that. So once you do that, you're going to click on save and add rate. So in the add rate page, we are going to give the different kind of shipping, like, it could be the 2-day shipping, it could be priority shipping, free delivery, free shipping. So all of that comes into the add shipping price page, and we are going to give all the elements needed. So that is the shipping name, the estimated delivery time, and here I'm just going to give flat rate, but you can also give a custom rate, which is based on product weight or any sort of specification that you set up. So once that's done, your shipping rate is set up. So now we are going to go back to the dashboard by clicking on the arrow button on top left corner. So here now we are going to set up payments. So as you can see, these are all a one-click payment integration. So you can go ahead and integrate with whatever provider you want. But for the sake of the demo, I'm going to choose the offline payment button. So if you want to integrate, you just basically click on it and give the authorized ID, the transaction key, and currency. So if you already have an account with any of the payment integrators, you would already have all of these information. So to set up offline payment, we just click on setup over there and we give the label basically offline payment. This will be showed in your checkout page. So you can also set a minimum eligible amount as well as maximum eligible amount for free shipping. So you can also charge them additionally if they want to choose this option. They might have to pay extra. You can also set that up. And once that's done, you can hit save. So you can, you need to, if you want to like take your store live online, you need to click on make store live here, because for offline payment, the system requires you to confirm. So once that's done, you have the option to publish your site. So if you don't do this step, your store will still be in a test mode and you cannot collect payment from your customers. So once we have basically set up this shipping, the payment, and added the products, you can go ahead and publish your website right away. With Zoho Commerce, you get a free subdomain. So your domain, it's like your domain .zohocommerce.com is free. So you don't really have to go in and buy a new domain at this point at all. So you can just publish your site now. So once you've chosen your domain, you just click and proceed to publish. So now we are going to see how your website is going to look. We haven't worked on the design at all. So this is basically with the template that we chose. So as you can see, this is the template that we chose. We can see our product that has been imported in here, but everything else is exactly how it was in the template. Now that we have seen how to do all the essentials needed to set up your store, basically we chose the template, we added product, and we set up the shipping and payment. Now we are going to move into the visual editor, which is where you basically design the entire storefront. To make changes to your website design, you need to go back to the main dashboard and click on Site Builder as shown. So it is going to take you into the website builder where you can make changes to the banner, the elements, etc. To change the logo, all you need to do is to hover over the logo and click on the change logo button. Here, all you need to do is upload the image. So it's basically drag and drop. So you can bring in your logo into the builder and hit save. It is automatically going to change the logo of your website. Now, based on the logo, I would like to change the color theme of my website. So as you can see right now, the color theme is red and white, but my logo is IDD green and pink. So to do that, I am going to go into the visual edit. Inside the editor, there are various options that I can make to make change the look and feel of the websites. As you can see, clicking on the presets, I can change the color theme of the website. So choosing the color here, it is not only going to change the color of the header or the banner or whatever, it's going to change the color across the website. All the CTAs and the icons and all of those colors are going to be changed when I make the change to the preset option. So as you can see now, I have chosen the green that I wanted and all the CTA buttons across the design. Basically, the theme has been changed. So now I'm going to show you like how you can change the banner of your website. So as you see, I've just dragged and dropped a small background to the banner. So as you can see, as I hover over the mouse, I can choose the area selected. So this particular area that is selected is where that particular background is. So it was too light. Now I can basically choose the overlay and decide how light or how dark I want that image to be. So that's how powerful the builder is. So you can create the look and any look you want for your banner. And you have the option to place image over an image. So as you can see, I placed a image which is the background. Now I'm placing another image over it to highlight my product or to highlight any particular element that I want. Now to make change to your content, all you need to do is select the content and make edit to it. So you can repeat the same step across the website and change all elements of the template to suit your brand as well as your products.
I hope you found the demo useful. Do If you have any questions, do raise them. So yeah, I have Naresh with me. He's a technical expert. So he any technical questions as well as any other questions on the demo or presentation about the product, the pricing, do you can raise them now. It's been it's a very quiet today. Usually we have like people who have tried to build the product and they have like 101 questions. So that's why we always insist on like a technical expert to be with us. So yeah, Christine, did I miss out on any questions and did anything?
There is one that came in just now. So Jason is saying that he doesn't have a tangible product per se. What do you do for shipping? And can we not do that as I just emailed them a final product?
Okay. So okay. So you want to sell digital products. So mm, the thing with digital products is that right now Zoho Commerce doesn't support it. As in, if you are going to email, collect the payment via Commerce, and if you're going to email them, it will definitely work, but there is no way, there's no automated way for you to, like, for customers to go into a secure portal and then download it. Also, another problem with you emailing something out to customers might not be the best way to go about it, because what if they email to other people? So you are spending a lot of money in and your time in, like, developing something. So you need to choose an option where people can access the content. So you give them some place where they can access the content, but not, they shouldn't be able to, like, redistribute it. So that is why we do not suggest commerce for such digital transactions or something. So I hope I answered your question, but uh, it is possible, but it will be a very manual work. And yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Albert is asking if we can show how Zoho inventory is integrated with commerce.
So actually, I can go in the back end and just show you. Just 1 second. Let me just go into the back end and I will share my screen. There was another question that came up. I think Jason
Yeah,
asked
if
something.
you can create a subdomain under your website.
So do you already have a website, Jason? So you can always have whatever your website does for commerce. It's going to be free if you're going to create it under commerce. Or how do you want to do it? Or there is also an option of Zoho sites where actually you can create member portal and create restricted content access. But even there, you'll have to manually give people like an access to, access the content.
So he's
So
saying that he has a site already. So it depends on if that site has a domain, and if you have a domain, you can map your domain to this Zoho Commerce website. Otherwise, you can always go with the Zoho Commerce subdomain, which will be your domain name with .zohocommerce.com subdomain. So we do have those options available.
So, okay, 1 second. I am in the product. So, I will just show you how you can integrate inventory, as well as I can also show you the menu bar. I think Jenny has another question regarding the menu bar.
About how flexible it is.
Yeah. So, this is, I hope you can see my screen. Can you just confirm, Christine?
Yep, yep.
All right.
Visible to me.
So as you can see, this is the backend, and under settings, you can see all of these integrations. They are all, like one click. So you just need to click on Zoho inventory. It basically takes you to the inventory backend. Over there, what you need to do is you need to ensure that your Zoho inventory is mapped with the same organization as your, I'm so sorry about this. Yeah, so it's in the same organization as the website you've just built. So I have like over 20 different websites, so I'll just show you how to connect it to the same. So as you can see here, Zilka Store US. So this is the organization for my current store. So this particular, I'm just going to show you my store as well. So Zilka Store US test is the store URL. Um, so if you actually map them to the same organization, your all of your product from commerce is going to sync to the inventory. Same way, from inventory also your product will sync to your commerce. So it is pretty straightforward to, because commerce is built right on top of inventory. So the back end is powered by inventory. So it is pretty simple. So I hope that answered your question. I think it came. Yeah, I hope it answered your question, Albert. And now, so you can see this is how the menu is. So up to 3 to 4 levels, you can create the menu, and you have, like, a sub menu that comes up this way. We are also actually currently working on a mega menu setup. So even that would automatically come in once we go live with it. But it's pretty versatile. It's pretty easy to actually set up the menu. I hope that answered your question. I think who asked that question? Jenny. So if you have any specific questions on the menu, you can just feel free to raise them. Chester, can items being added to cart trigger a pop-up or point it to a related item that they might want? So, Chester, that particular feature at this point is not available. So, usually other competitors have like third-party integration to, do something like that. That feature is not readily available. What we have at this point of time is that a product recommendation, so that can be added as a part of your product page as well as your home page and wherever. And this particular product recommendation is actually backed up by Zoho's artificial intelligence, Zia. So it what it the recommendation engine does that is it maps all of your customers navigational pattern, and the results are pretty good and very accurate recommendations to pop up. So we have tested that. So that is what is built in with the product, but we don't really have these sort of like a triggered pop up to cross sell products. So another question from Albert: how Commerce Builder handles multiple language site? So I'm gonna let Naresh take that question. I'm not very familiar with that particular feature. Naresh, can you just respond in the chat section regarding the multiple language thing? So I don't think so. There's a geolocation around it, but people can change the language. I think some option is there, but I'm just gonna let the technical person take that question. So, did I miss any other question, Christine?
No, I think we got all of them for now.
So if you have
It's still on screen share, by the way.
oh, so sorry. I think I have my face was everywhere. So sorry. Okay. Yeah. So if you have questions at any time in the future, you can always email to marketing@zohocommerce.com. I'll get the email, and even my manager will get the email, so that we will be able to help you with whatever request you have. Also, we are also doing personalized demos, so we can also set it up with our sales team. So if you have any requirement, or if you really want to get into the product and look at the features that you are interested, because there's so many features. Actually, if you look at it, there are so many features that commerce provides that other platforms you'll have to pay extra. So right now what commerce we are actually launching a new feature next month, which is basically once a product is brought, you can trigger emails to collect reviews. So there are products out there that charges you $199 per month to do it. So we are, there are a lot of features. So if you are interested, do let us know, and I can get somebody to give you a personalized demo. Is it Erez? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I would like to see a full process of placing order, how the shipping real-time cost works, how payment works, how many e-commerce can be under a license. So under one license, I think we can you can have up to two e-commerce stores. So more than two, you'll have to purchase them. And so I can show you. So I don't have real-time shipping cost. I don't have I haven't integrated it with the FedEx store to show a real time, but Erez, I can definitely do some sort of a recording around it. I think I have it elsewhere. I can share the recording after this particular session is over. But right now I can just show you the order dashboard and everything. So you will have a little bit more idea about the product. So, okay, so this is the order dashboard. So in the order dashboard, this is how everything looks. So it works in right now I haven't really given my payment setup is in offline payment. So once you confirm the order, you can go in and update your payment status. So by here, and you can also initiate returns if the product is not available. You can also partially initiate returns if the payment is already made. All of that is available. Also in the order processing, you have an option called as a fraud analysis, where you can actually see the IP address of where the order has been placed. You can also, like, get a lot of details. So all of these information, so the data center is placed in Zoho. So your product is sorry, your website is also hosted in our data centers. So we have people who are actually monitoring it around the clock. So all of these data are very accurate. So you can actually use these data to, like, understand whether the order is coming in from the right place. If you feel it's a spam order, you can always call and confirm, and then only then process the order. So we have all of these nifty features which is built in. And so once you're marked as paid, so cash, I'm just going to quickly show you. All right, so once the payment, you can see the initiate refund button, and yeah, shipping, sorry. So over here, you can actually, ship via carrier, or if you're shipping it manually, if you have like a kind of a shipping setup, you can always do that. So with the shipping carrier, you have like FedEx, you have DHL, and FedEx Live Rate works, seamlessly. Customers can actually see the live rate in the checkout. I don't have something set up already. If I did, I would have definitely showed you. So this is how the order process works in the back end. I hope I was pretty thing. But if you have any follow-up questions, I can definitely set up a demo and get my pre-sales engineer to give you the thing. I want the customer to finish the whole order themselves. Can they pay? Yes, definitely. So if you can see, uh, it works this way. So once the order is done, so the thing was, right now I haven't set up an order process, but you can set up kind of. So we have Stripe. I'll just show you the integrations that we have regarding payments. So payment gateways. So we have PayPal, Authorize.net, Stripe, to checkout. So we have all of these. So I think Stripe is a very popular thing. So if you click on, like, connecting with Stripe, you need to have like an API key. So by just giving the API key, you can actually instantly connect it, and then start collecting payments. So that is how it works. Right now there is a country mismatch. I set up the store for US and I'm from India, so there would be some sort of a mismatch. But ACH, so yeah, so we do have all of those options. It is, and yes, definitely customers can make a payment in the backend. If you actually require, like, you can actually set up a test store, and you can try out the checkout process. We will provide a test card, so you can actually see how the customers check out. That option will be available if you are actually trying to build your store. So you can try it from your end. It does work. So any other questions? If Naresh is there, can you just get him to answer Albert's question, Christine,
Yeah, for
about
sure.
the
Um,
multilingual thing?
yeah, there is another question from Miraj. He's asking, real-time shipping calculation, does that calculate with box size?
Yes, so definitely it is based on the box dimension, the weight, and everything. So if you actually, let me just again share my screen. So, so if you are, oh, sorry, I need to get back to the builder. So when you are setting up your product itself, you need to give all of those information if you want the live rate to work properly. So under product, I'll just show you how it works. So yeah, all right. So when you are setting up attributes for each of those things under inside, so Sorry. Let me just, I'm all confused at this point because the store is set up in a different way. So if you actually set something like, when you set the attribute, if it's a small or you want to you can actually go in and set the weight, the width, the height and length. So if you have all of these details configured correctly, your live rate should work perfectly. So all of that comes up to the detailing you provide when you're adding the product to your store. So that's how it works. I hope we're able to see that. You're able to see my screen, right, Christian? Yeah. What about batch numbers, how it's working with Zoho Commerce and inventory? So it works perfectly via inventory. So serial tracking works perfectly fine. I don't have like a test store setup, but serial tracking and batch tracking works fine. We also have the price list feature where you can showcase different pricing for your different customer lists that you have. That also works perfectly. So yeah. Uh, yeah, so when customers log in based on the kind of list that you have added the customers, they can see the price. So you can set up your customers who belong to list A, you can just showcase 20% less than the MRP, or whatever, 20% less than the product cost. That can be done. Can they save the payment card on their online account? I'm gonna get. I'm gonna ask Naresh to answer the question. Naresh, can you just answer? Can they save the payment card in their account? I am not familiar with that particular question.
We have another question from Jenny. She's asking, then rather than having quantity pricing, can we set up the pricing to provide a discount for a number of items purchased, like you buy 10 get one free?
Jenny, that is not possible at this point. But what can be done is that there is a bundling feature that we have. So you can create a bundle of 2 or 3 products and give one pricing for that. So when the customer checks out from that product, the quantity is reduced across the board of all the products. So that bundling feature is available, but a discount based on buy 10 get one, that option is not available. You can bundle a couple of products and give it as one SKU. That is possible with commerce. So yeah, I hope that answered your question, Jenny. um, Justin, can I set up a manual approval process for new customers who come to our parts store? We would like to monitor who buys from our store. Uh, uh, I don't think so. That is an option that Naresh, is it possible to let only approved registered customers purchase from your store? Is that does it work that way? Do we have an option to restrict that? I don't know whether we have like a backend option to restrict that sort of a workflow. Usually, customers can come, sign up, and and they can also, you can restrict guest checkout. That is definitely possible. Uh, you can restrict guest checkout, but uh, registered customers can place orders. But again, you can probably cancel orders once you know who they are, and if you don't want them to buy from you, you can definitely cancel the order once you review them. Like I told you, you can go in and see where the order is coming from. If you don't feel like uh, if you don't feel like they're a legitimate buyer, you can always think. So we use Zoho CRM. We could use our customer database to set up auto approval. that is not possible. Like we don't have that level of integration with the CRM and commerce. So what we can do is we can export the contacts from commerce to CRM, but that is the level of integration we have. There is no possible way for us to like look at two databases and approve. Sorry, Justin. Okay, Naresh is saying, yeah, we can make store available only for registered users. So yeah, you can not let guest users check out. So that is a possibility. And also, Naresh has said there's no option to save the credit card details at this moment. What is more recommended to sync the marketplace like eBay and Amazon with commerce or with inventory? So it is like the marketplace integration only works via inventory. It doesn't work directly with commerce. So since commerce is built on inventory, that integration option is only available through inventory. So yeah, but I think I we did sorry webinar 2 months back with the inventory on this entire process. It works really well, as well as right now inventory has also launched the Google Shopping feature, so you can actually set up Google Shopping very seamlessly using the using Zoho inventory. So definitely it works well to also integrate with marketplaces on inventory, because it becomes a unified selling point for you, right? So all of your sales order and everything is going to be recorded in one center place. So uh, so definitely it works best that way. So any other questions? So we'll keep the portal open for a few more minutes. If you have any questions, do raise them. Otherwise, if you feel you want to get in touch with us at later time, do email us at marketing@zohocommerce.com. We are also present on all social media platforms. You can follow us. Also, you can actually get in touch with us. We have somebody who's manning all of these platforms. You will get them to get back to your queries much faster. So yeah. Christian, we got to all the questions, right?
Mm-hmm. They were either answered by Naresh or,
All right.
you kind of answered them on the
Yeah.
fly.
Okay. I think Naresh has got to most of the questions as well. So yeah, that's good. All right. Thank you all for joining us today. It was nice. Finally, all the questions did come in, and it is, if you have any questions regarding commerce plus inventory, integration. Um, okay. What is more recommended to sync the marketplace? So ideally, there is no option to integrate with any marketplaces via commerce at this point. So all integrations are only possible through inventory. So also now with inventory, you can also integrate with Google Shopping, and start selling on Google Shopping platform as well. So, and also it makes a lot of sense to have inventory as a center point, because that's where you're going to manage most of your product, your invoices, your vendors, etc. So that is how the system is designed at this point of time. And also commerce is built on inventory, so it's pretty seamless. So yeah. So also it is do try out for the US. We opened Google Shopping. So yeah, if you are selling online in marketplaces, you can start selling on Google Shopping as well. not sell, like, at least get more visibility for your product. Yeah. So without it, yeah, we do get that, but there are like a lot of privacy thing that Zoho has. And since we are new to the e-commerce field, we have, like, there is a lot of security audits and everything regarding credit card saving, like, so it does take time, but we are fixing a lot of those issues. So definitely it will be rectified soon. Invoice produced in the web store is the same as the usual template. So Jenny, you can go in and edit the invoice to reflect your brand and feel. So it is a possibility. So that can be done. It need not be the very templatized option that we have. So but there's no major edits, but I think that there is a minor edit. You can make changes to fit in your business address and other things. So that is possible. Any other questions? Okay, I'm just going to keep the portal open for a few more minutes. If you have any more questions, to raise them. Okay, thank you all for joining us today. It was nice talking to you again. If you want to get in touch with me after this session, do write to me at marketing@zohocommerce.com. I will, write back ASAP. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Naresh, for answering all of the questions. You are very quick as usual. So, so it's good night to my colleagues, and good day to everybody who attended the webinar. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
You. Bye bye. Have a nice
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Bye bye.